Well, Conference Championship Sunday is in the books, and now it's down to two teams: the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Let's start with the AFC title game, because the conference championships were polar opposites on Sunday. As expected, the game between the Patriots and Broncos was fairly close. What's kind of lost in this is the Broncos ended up winning. What's lost in it is that Broncos led all the way. Patriots never had a lead. They never even tied. And in the end, the Broncos had to break. It was all about survival. The Broncos had to survive. They got the stop late in the fourth quarter, but when they got the ball, they couldn't move it further, so they had to punt again. And the Patriots, they got all the way down the field. They got in the end zone, that pass to Gronk, but they stopped them in that two-pointer. That was the difference. And it all went back to the first quarter when when the Patriots scored their first touchdown. They missed an extra point. See, that was the difference. That was the difference a little bit. Had they made that extra point and tied the game in that situation, they would need a touchdown. All they would need was get in the end zone and just kick the extra point, and they'd have went to overtime. It's amazing how everything comes full circle in football. That's what's so great about the NFL season. It's amazing. It's amazing. It was such a nice, close game in Denver in that altitude, but in the end, Peyton knocked off Brady just like he did 2 years prior to get to the Super Bowl. So Peyton's back in the Super Bowl. This is his fourth trip in the Super Bowl. Two with the Colts, second with the Broncos. He's only won one, more on him a little bit later. As I said, the conference championships, they were polar opposites, because while the AFC championship was close and nail-biting and full of drama, the AFC championship, well, not so much. Let me say this. It was a good thing that the NFC championship clashed with the Royal Rumble, because that football game was over right when the Royal Rumble began. So I focused mainly on the Rumble, but that game was it was a mess. Arizona looked completely lost. The game was over in the first quarter, and I guess Carolina learned their lesson not to let teams in late, because they locked the door shut, and Arizona couldn't get through. 49-15. That was the final score. So for the Panthers, this is only their second Super Bowl appearance. They were in Super Bowl 38, the infamous wardrobe malfunction Super Bowl against New England on what date was it? February 1st, 2004. February 1st, 2004. In Houston, and Carolina, they're in it this year. This is Cam Newton's first ever appearance, so this is the big time for him. He's in the big game. He's in the biggest game of the year. And about that, the storyline in this prestigious Super Bowl, the 50th ever Super Bowl, the storyline is Peyton. It's Peyton Manning. Is this it for him? A lot of people say it's it for him one way or the other. I say it'll be it for him should he win. If he wins, if he gets another ring, he's going to hang it up. He'll have no reason to come back. He's done everything, and he's going to have 2 rings. He's going to have the same as his younger brother Eli. That's it. He's going to go. He's 39. He's the oldest quarterback to start a Super Bowl. He'll be a month away from 40 once he starts that game in Santa Clara. and I don't see him coming back. I don't see him coming back should he win. If he doesn't win, well, that's another story. If he doesn't win, I say he plays another year, one more year, and then it'll be over one way or the other. But some people are fearing the worst because we all remember what happened to him 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. It was just awful. And but like I said, it should be a good game. Should be a nice close game. I say it's gonna be a high scoring game because these two teams know how to score points. And a few fun facts regarding this upcoming Super Bowl. This is the third straight Super Bowl to feature number one seeds going at it. Well, the NFL has never had that much parity. By that I mean the wild card teams getting deep. I mean the Packers were the last 6 seed to win the whole thing. We said they were. Yeah, we were. And as I said, football's never been that big on parity. And the Panthers are the 19 in Super Bowl history to reach a Super Bowl with only one loss or one or no losses. Because the last year to do it was the unbeaten, the 16-0 Patriots. But they lost the Super Bowl, and that was to Peyton's little brother. Omen? Here's what could also be another omen that could help the Broncos. The last time a team from Colorado played against a team named the Panthers for a championship, the Panthers didn't win. That was in hockey. That was the 1996 Stanley Cup Final. And so, who knows? I always believe in these little omens, but who knows what could happen. It was a conference championship Sunday. Full of moments. Like I said, the AFC game was close. The NFC game was over before the Royal Rumble started. So now there's one big game left. Super Bowl 50. I love the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, it's like a holiday. Super Bowl Sunday is like a holiday. Everything shuts down. No matter if your team is in it or not. It's all about that game, that event. It's like WrestleMania. It's a lot of prestige for this one game. It's wonderful. A lot of prestige, a lot of hype, a lot of money too. So it's just a wondrous event. I can't wait for it. It should be a good game. Like I said, I expect high scoring. I expect a lot of touchdowns. I expect a lot of gung-ho passing. These two teams are something else. The Broncos and the Panthers are strong, they're tough, they're gritty, and they're two teams that have fought against scrutiny from the media and got to this point. So kudos to both of them. And that's gonna do it for my review of Conference Championship Sunday. Now it's 2 weeks to Super Bowl, but I'll be back on YouTube soon. This time, I'm going to live up to my username as the Hardcore Puckhead and talk about the greatest sport in the entire world, hockey. The All-Star break is coming. I'm going to break down the state of the 4 divisions. From east to west, the Atlantic, the Metropolitan, the Central, and the Pacific. I'm going to break that down in separate videos because each division deserves its own report. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for those videos. So that's my review, and it's going to be a fun countdown to the big game. But I'll be here on YouTube in a few days to report on to let you know my thoughts on the divisional races in hockey, the playoff races in hockey, and who's going where, and more importantly, who's not going anywhere. So with that I say until next time, and let's hope for a very good Super Bowl this year.